Most of us think it is very difficult for us to make money, and you have to be born rich to make money. But if you look at a list of world's billionaires, as I told in the other channel today, most of us are self made. But then the argument comes, for you to be very successful and to make money, you have to be highly educated, highly skilled, and you have to be a technology man, because the whole world today is talking about technology. But I want to demonstrate to you that it is possible to make money out of thin air. And wherever you look in life, there is an opportunity. Today, I want to talk about a brand called Chiquita, which supplies to the world's maximum bananas. If you have lived outside India, as I have done, anywhere in the world, the bananas that come from Central America are there across all supermarkets and with the Chiquita brand. How did this brand come about and why is it so successful? So, that is what I wanted to talk about and the man behind this company. So, but before we do all that, I want to tell you three things. Hit the like button of my video. It's not enough if you hit the like button. Start to comment. The more you engage with us, the better videos we can give you. Second, press the subscribe button of my channel. And it's not enough if you subscribe. Persuade your friends and relatives to do the same. And finally, please don't forget to hit the bell notification, because if you don't hit the bell notification, all these videos will not come to you. You will miss some, because the algorithm sends the videos only to those who have turned on the bell notification and not to everyone who's subscribed. In the early 1930s, during the Great Depression, there was a company called United Fruit Company. The United Fruit Company was in serious trouble and its stock was plummeting. Before some time, they had brought a company called the Cumel Fruit Company and had given him stocks. The owner of the Cumel Fruit Company became the largest shareholder of United Fruit Company. The owner of Cumel Company happened to be a man called Samuel Zenmuri. Samuel Zenmuri, one fine day, just landed in place where the United Fruit Company's board meeting was taking place. And as the board meeting was going on, he just waltzed in and told everybody, "Gentlemen, you're fired." Zenmuri was not going to watch an empire that he had built with great care, love, and affection over 33 years to vanish. So, from the day he took over on that fateful day in 1933 until he died in 1961, he ran this company. And he ran this company with an iron fist. He was 84. Samuel Zenmudi was an illiterate immigrant from Russia long before Russia had a communist revolution. He had escaped the tyranny of the czars and had come to America as a penniless immigrant. And when he came there, he had absolutely no idea how he is going to make money. He worked very hard as a laborer and had saved up about $150. In 1895, he came across a railroad that was shipping bananas from Central America. What he realized is there was something called as the garbage banana. These were bananas which were ripe and would become useless in next 3 days. These were also known as ripes. So traders were throwing those bananas on the tracks. So what he did, he saw an opportunity and realized that this could be sold directly to the consumer without going through the distribution channel if he took the effort. And through a boxcar on the railroad through Illinois, he could sell these bananas. So he took $150, all the money he had, bought them bananas, and started selling with these ripes. In his first trip, he returned with $40 in profits. He bought bananas worth $150 and had made $40 profit. He had never seen such margin. His new business had terrible margins, but by 1899, 4 years since he had started, he was selling 20,000 bananas in a year. In 1903, he sold 5,74,000 bananas. By 1921, he had more than $100,000 in the bank. In today, 100 years down the line, that will be nearly $1 billion. He kept on increasing the turnover of his company. Selling bananas, according to Sam, was a brutal race against time, a battle that he won through pure hustle. He had nothing romantic about his business and he didn't believe in his status. When New York Times reported his takeover of United Fruit, he was not known to many of them. Imagine today if Apple stock collapsed and unknown shareholder took it over. That's what Zenmuri did. Instead of spending time in America, Zenmuri had been working through Central America, buying and selling rights. He could, and he believed, if he could sell 10,000 bananas, he could sell 10 million. When Zenmuri started, most Americans have never heard of a banana. So he started growing bananas in Central America and building and brought them into America and sell. He built two long docks which could be temporarily connected and called them little old wharfs when the government said he could not build huge docks to bring shipments into America. There are also rumors that there was an unfriendly government in Honduras that was about to tax his business, which was over leveraged at that time to bankruptcy. He planned and funded a military coup, and hence, even today, we have heard of unstable, stable regimes are called as banana republics because Sam Zenmuri toppled a Honduran government. After taking over that company in 1933, he ran it all the way till 1961, and he had the largest private fleet of steamships in the world, which he could use to ship bananas all over the world. The company, after his death, took several avatars and finally has now emerged as Chiquita. What I want you to understand is what New York Times said on the day he died in 1961. It was a fish that swallowed a whale. Imagine a small fish swallowing a whale and digesting it. This is what Sam Zenmuri did without any great education. I'm sure you can do it too. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Be Rich.